This week is 3 years since the start of this pandemic. 3 years since COVID-19. 3 years since our world changed. A lot's happened in 3 years. A lot. And there's a lot of growing in 3 years. You've seen a lot of things. We're still divided as a country. It sucks. We haven't learned anything. I'll be honest with you. I lost faith after. If a pandemic couldn't unite this country and unite this world, then what was going to do it? And it's a sad state of affairs we're at now, politically, culturally. I'll be honest with you, and this is on a personal level. Like, obviously, I'm thankful I'm healthy. I'm thankful we made it through the pandemic. I'm thankful that we didn't have any financial loss on my end, at least. We were able to go back to work in a relatively quicker fashion than many. But I'll be honest with you, the pandemic was something we needed. And I'm only speaking for my family only here. My wife, my 2 kids. We were on the go so much as a family with our schedule at that time, leading up to the pandemic. And I spoke about this before in the past, on older episodes. And when the pandemic happened, it was a kind of a slowdown period for us. Those 10 weeks were tough, but there also were 10 weeks where we were bonded. I remember my wife and I got closer. Our kids got closer. I remember our trips to going to the store, not to the store, we would do drives every day on the beach to get fresh air. Because remember at the time we weren't able to be out as much, because of the restrictions and stuff. So we would find ways to get out the house. We'd drive to, we'd do like dates to the McDonald's or whatever restaurants open to get food, and that was it. And we would go to the store and things of that nature, but we had to do it mobile. And it was one of those things where it did bond us. It did bond us a little bit those 10 weeks, being locked down. And I won't lie, a part of me misses that. A part of me does miss that to some degree. Like, we learned a lot. We learned how to do without things. I learned to be without sports, to be without entertainment, and to just, be able to. It was the first time, and probably in a very long time, and maybe ever, that we started to appreciate family outside our bubble. In a way, we were making appointments just to have Zoom chats with my sister, my brother, my father, my mom. We would do Zoom chats together because we couldn't see each other. And it was the first time, I think, in like ages, that we felt bonded. Even friends of ours, like we were nearby, we would do like FaceTime and group chats and stuff. We felt bonded. It was so cool. Like, the world stopped. We were all going through the same thing at the same time. And it felt like we were all holding hands. We couldn't touch each other. We couldn't be there for each other. We were holding hands. We were bonded for this thing, this pandemic, this COVID-19. And then we got back to normal again. Like, did we learn anything? I don't know. But I every year away from this thing, I start to think about, flashback to that time between early March of 2020 and late May 2020. And just looking back at all that's happened since then, I do miss it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't miss people getting sick and people losing their jobs and the businesses and stuff. Obviously, I hate that part. But in terms of the dynamic, in terms of the bonding, in terms of this unity within, at least within my bubble, not just my wife and kids, but also my family, it was actually, for a moment, it was very therapeutic in some ways. So I do miss it sometimes. I really do. I miss those drives to the beach and then whatnot. makes you appreciate the little things. You know?